Been a long week, but I'm glad we did do this series as it needed to be done, but I'm glad we're at the end of it. So, but in case you don't know who I am, I'm Jennifer. I'm your friendly and sometimes silly trauma recovery coach. And I did this series because a lot of people had asked me to, for one thing, on domestic violence, spousal abuse, and how it affects us and how we can get through this, especially with our feelings and triggering things, all that kind of stuff. So I'm glad I did go through that. Sorry. And it actually helped me to realize I still have a lot of growth to do in this area because I have tried to push it back and not have it define me. So learning how to tell my story has been really good, and I encourage you to keep trying to do that. But it's been a long road, but I have, even though I know I still have a lot of room to grow in this area, I have learned a lot too about myself, about how to set boundaries, about just how to get on with life after something like this has happened. So, anyway, but today I want to talk about 3 simple steps. And these are just really small, simple steps, but they are a starting point for you to help you with your emotional state as an abuse survivor. Okay? And the first one is, once again, is you have to understand your emotions and why they're happening. So this is going to take some self-reflection. It's going to take some work, but it will be worth it. I promise you it will be worth it. So take the time to understand why you're feeling these emotions. So in order to do that, you do have to give yourself, you do have to give yourself time and space. So you will have to actually give yourself the space that you need. Now that may come in the form of talking to somebody, going to a therapist. It may come in different forms, but you have to give yourself that space. And then the last thing is you need to connect with, and I'm going to make this important, other survivors for support. And the reason why I say other survivors is because they'll understand the things that you're feeling. You won't have to explain them to them. They'll get it. And they won't make you feel like you're a burden or anything like that. They'll totally understand. So it has to be somebody that's walked the same walk that you've walked. But I just wanted to give these 3 simple tips, and then next week we'll get into some other things that people have been asking about. And I'm excited about this next series. It's about how to start trusting again. That one was a really hard one. It's really hard for us as humans to do that again, but we can take steps to do that. So go out there and have a great weekend, and I'll see you next week. And I'll be doing my Friday review. I'm kind of excited about this one. I don't know if I totally forgot to put up my hint for a little bit, but those that are new in the group, this is something I started doing at the very beginning because I just need to get used to talking on camera with no one there. And I just started doing these little reviews, and they've just kind of stuck. So tomorrow I will have a new one. Go out there and have a great weekend.